Good morning, baby. Hold on, give me a second for this coffee to finish making. Girl, nobody wants you. What? What y'all up to this morning? What, man? What do you want? Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. My phone is dirty. Goodness. Oh, well. You gonna come here? Come here. What is it? My lips are peeling. It is so dry outside. Hold on, let me see if it's raining. It's supposed to be raining. Okay, yeah, it looked like either it has rained or it is raining a little bit now. It's supposed to snow later, and I'm over it. Girl, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about hair looking crazy, none of it. Because I'm feeling very much unlike myself. With my hair not done, my nails not done. Which, I don't know. I talked to this girl here the other day, and I showed her my real nails, and she was saying that her her nails look like that. Like, let me see if I can. I need to adjust this. Ooh, not you fell off the whole thing. Hold on. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Okay. Yeah, I showed her my real nails, and I was like, something is wrong. And she was like, girl, my nails look like that underneath. If I took these nails off, my nails look like that too. Like, I want them up here to understand that, like, that's not normal for your real nails, for your nail bed to be like ate up and tore up. I've been using oil and stuff on mine, They look a whole lot better than what they did. Like they used to look tore to pieces, but they look a lot better now. So I feel like when I go back home, I can get them done. Just like a manicure, like a gel manicure, but mm-mm. I ate a quick breakfast. I wasn't really hungry this morning. I didn't take my probiotics. Well, I think I forgot to take them last night. I think what I'm gonna start doing is taking my probiotics at night because I forget to take them. For a while, I was doing really good at being up at 6, taking them, and then going back to like laying back down and then getting back up at like 8 or 7:30 or 8. And that would give me time for it to like get in my system and stuff before I actually ate anything. But I've been forgetting. I woke up mad about TikTok all over again. Not even so much TikTok, because like I was telling you, like I had not posted a video on TikTok. I posted one video on TikTok since I lived here. I think that was in like August when I went and got my nails done and I didn't like them and it was raining when I left. Um, Part of me this morning, I was thinking about it. Part of me really wishes that I had taken more advantage of TikTok with me being up here. Because when I first got up here, baby, I was outside. I was at the harbor almost every day. Like I was at the parks, I was at the restaurants, I was at the coffee shops. Like baby, me and Cam, we was outside. We went to the aquarium. We just went to like a lot of different places when we first got here. But I really just, at that time, I hadn't even told anybody that I had moved yet or anything. And so I was just wanting to kind of like keep that experience to myself and actually like enjoy it in the moment and not feel like I had to, especially because Cam was with me and we were both having those experiences for the first time together. I didn't want it to be like, oh, I gotta have this camera in my hand and I gotta be recording. Now, I did take footage, like I have pictures and I think I still, I don't know, I did like a mass deletion on my phone, like my pictures and videos and stuff a few weeks back. But when I tell you, like I did have pictures and stuff, but for the most part, I was kind of in the moment. But I am thinking about doing like a short or something, like several shorts to go back. Like I said, at the Airbnb, I was recording and stuff too. I feel like this angle is bothering me. At the Airbnb and stuff, like I was recording, doing my makeup, new skincare products, like I don't know. And I just didn't post it because like I said, nobody knew that I had moved and I wasn't ready for anybody to know. But now I'm like, dang, like, what would have happened if I would have posted all of that stuff like in real time on TikTok, moving to a new state, moving to a new city, out exploring, like, what would have happened? Uh, yeah, that'll do it. You know, I used to use the hard as nails. I put some of that on my fingers like a couple of months ago. The smell, they've changed that. There's no way that it always smelled like straight paint thinner. Like that, it is so strong. What I had been using when I was home this last time for Christmas, I went to Target and they had this brand Holler and Grow or something like that. They have like a coconut oil one and then they had an olive oil. No, avocado oil. So I have actually like 2 cuticle oils that have coconut oil in them. So I got the avocado oil one and I really liked it. And I thought I had brought it with me, but I guess I left it there. It definitely feels like an eviction. And why I deleted the whole app, like that's how mad I was. Like I deleted the whole app last night, and now you can't even re-download it. It's not even in the app store. It's not even in the app store. There's just no reason. There's just no reason for it to be done. No reason that benefits the regular person. I'll put it like that. Like TikTok wasn't bothering any of us. It wasn't doing anything negative to any of us. Um, it's very apparent who was bothered. I'll put it like that. Honestly, like it's wild, and my hope is that this will like wake up a lot of those people that would be like, oh, the government would never. Oh no, I know the government, and the government would never. That would never happen. I remember when the panorama was about to happen. And I was telling people like a couple of months before, I was like, everything is going to shut down. Like the world is going to shut down. Other people were talking about it, like in the spiritual community and stuff. Just going by astrological things that were happening. Like, okay, like this is about to happen. This is about to happen. This is about to happen. And people was like, oh no, like the whole world ain't gonna shut down. Are you crazy? Like you crazy, the whole world. What you think? Everybody just gonna like not work and, excuse me, not be out in the streets and stuff. Like now this, from a spiritual standpoint, it's like, okay, like I know that, we have a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff has to be dismantled for new stuff to build. But at the same time, it's like, honestly, like TikTok was where a lot of us got information that you can't get, especially Americans, information where you can't get it. You couldn't get it anywhere else. And honestly, like I know that's why it's gone. But I don't know. It just feels, it doesn't feel unreal to me to think that the powers that be would just decide like, oh, y'all getting too powerful, y'all know too much, we got to take it away. Like, to me, that's not surprising at all. Like, I saw online this morning, a lot of people are like, oh my God, I can't believe, they would do this to us. Where you been, baby? You been living in the same America that the rest of us been living in? Because I feel like it's not something that was like I feel like if you were paying attention, even if you're mad that it happened, like I feel like we have every right. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Um, I had actually told my brother, I texted him, I guess it was around, November, when we went and did what we did in November, and it didn't turn out the way a lot of us wanted it to. I texted him um, when they started talking about all of this, the other side possibly like acting out. Those of us that, we're not red. Like, what if, what, like all these like little things that try to start putting in people's ears. I was like, they're trying to instill fear. Because if you can instill fear, then when the soldiers come marching, it won't seem like, I'm trying to word it without, and it's sad that you live in a country where it's supposed to be freedom of speech, but you gotta watch what you say. I mean, especially if you're someone that has read a lot of dystopian novels, watched a lot of dystopian movies, like you see the order in which things are happening. If you can instill the hate and the fear, you can make people believe that like the soldiers come marching for their protection. Um, my concern also, like I was crying this morning. My eyes might be puffy because I was crying this morning because I was thinking about the fact that for a lot of people, especially minorities, TikTok was a place where they could go and they could be seen and they could be heard. I'm praying that those people don't feel so alone that they, you know, because, you know, we all saw that on TikTok where people were like, oh, TikTok saved my life. They were about to get up out of here. Had it not been for, oh, can you like the video, please? If it had not been for TikTok, they would have got up out of here. They would not have been there with us. Like TikTok literally gave people community and a reason to stay. And now without that, yeah, I'm concerned. I'm concerned for those people. And I'm one of those people, like I always think about, because I know what it feels like to be one of those people. Even now, I can say living here, I don't have any friends here. I still don't know anyone here. Already feeling like you're in a place of isolation. For me, isolation is not a new place. Um, Isolation is actually like comfortable and familiar to me. Being out publicly, which is why it's taken me so long to like really push a social media platform, is thank you, baby. It's because being in the background, being isolated and alone, that's what I know. That's what's comfortable for me. I feel like now it's time for me to come out of that and it's time for me to start speaking and it's time for me to let my voice be heard because I know what it feels like to be alone. I know what it feels like to feel powerless. I know what it feels like to be afraid. Um, and people having to go through that. For some people, TikTok was the only village they had. It was the only community that they have. And Threads was, for a minute there, I feel like for like a month or two, Threads was that place. Like, it still was never going to be TikTok. But I feel like, especially for like Black women, Threads felt very safe. It felt very welcoming. It felt very supportive. Um, but I can say like the last few weeks, it has not been that way. It has not felt that way. Um, I got on Fanbase like last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. It felt very overwhelming. And I actually posted on my Threads and I was like, is Fanbase like just like an alternative to Instagram? It seemed like a lot of pictures, video, like it just seemed like it was very overstimulating, which is odd because TikTok also is like videos and like I said, I had got off TikTok all those months also too because I felt like spiritually overwhelmed when I got on TikTok. I just got back on TikTok, you know, like the last few days. I didn't feel that overwhelming feeling that I had previously felt. Now, that could have been the inner work that I've been doing and the growth, that the spiritual growth that I've had over these months that I was not actively on TikTok to where it no longer bothered me the way that it did before. Um, so for me to get on Fanbase and to feel like that scattered, overwhelmed, chaotic feeling, no. Um, I tried Red Note. I don't know if it's the auntie in me It's giving TikTok and Pinterest had a baby. I don't care for it. Um, I am and always will be a Pinterest girl. Um, but I feel like I like sites that are informative. Like I can go on Pinterest and I can find inspiration for home decor, nails, hair, makeup, recipes, um, my witchy stuff. I can go on Pinterest and find all the things. Um, Put them in my little board. And I saw people saying like, oh, you can make boards and stuff on uh, Rednote. No, literally too much. It's too much. I'm like, yeah, you can, but I have to pick a struggle. I'm a millennial. I'm an elder millennial. Okay, I'll be 41 next month. Um, as an elder millennial, there's only just so much that I want to do. Not that I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I've it, I still don't ever think I recovered from MySpace. I was never one of those ones that learned the code on MySpace, baby. And I was very young. I see all the videos like, oh, we come from the generation of, MySpace taught us how to code. Not all of us, it didn't, darling. I never learned. Um, I was never one of those people that like just it was never me. It was never my thing. And so when I get on Red Note, it feels like work. I got to think about the fact that like it's a whole nother language. I had already said this year that I wanted to learn another language. Baby, that language was never going to be Mandarin. It was never going to be Mandarin. About the best Mandarin I can do is these oranges back over here behind me. I was never, ever, Mandarin was never on the books. We was gonna do Spanish. We was gonna pick back up from the 4 years of Spanish that we did in school. We were never going to, no. Um, Trying to learn a new app with a different language, no, no. So that didn't last. Red Note did not last for me. I don't care that your great grandmother Susan used to hang clothes out on the line and you remember the smell of biscuits and the sounds of birds chirping in the summer. I don't care about none of that, baby. Um, Give me this chicken cacciatore, whatever. Give me this recipe, baby. I don't want to hear none of the extra. I don't need to know nothing about what grandma did back in it. I don't need to know none of that. I came to this website for the recipe. Now I will say that is very annoying. Um, that is very annoying. And that's probably honestly like what drove me over to TikTok with the recipes because like it's right there. Like literally like it's right there. I can get on there, type in what I want, click on the video. They got the ingredient like I'm watching them do it in real time. Yeah, that was a headache with is a headache with Pinterest. But yeah, Red Note, no. I got on Spill. Um I think I see what they're trying to do with Spill. I think I see the way that the direction they're trying to go with Spill. Maybe it's one of those things where like it needs a lot more people on there to be engaging. I don't know. I don't know. Um, did not do Blue Sky. I've seen everybody talk about um, Spill is a black owned, as far as I know, fan base is the CEO of Fanbase is a black man. As far as I know, Spiel is black owned. Kerry Washington is one of the investors in Spiel. Like Spill the Tea. Um, it's okay. I tried to get back on there this morning just to have a look see. No, it's not that it's bad. I just feel like if you're comparing, like if you're looking for an app to replace TikTok, all of them are gonna come up short. Um, I just feel like none of them. I don't know. Spiel. It's just. I don't know. Like like you can get on there and just like type what you're thinking, but it is a lot more visual. There are videos. There are pictures. Um, I don't know. I just feel like if you're looking for, there's never gonna be anything like TikTok, and if it comes back, it won't be the same. It won't be the safe space anymore. Um, I also, my heart I just got a notification. That's something else. I keep getting notifications from Spill, but there's nothing actually there. So I don't know if it's like glitch. I don't know I don't know. Um, it just seems like also too, like TikTok was just so supportive. Like, that's why I really don't even post on Instagram. Instagram is full of haters and monitoring spirits. I said what I said. Instagram is fake. Um, and I know that nobody is like on there like sharing the worst parts of their lives every day. That's not what social media is for. I understand that. But I feel if we be real, we all know that Instagram is just very fake. People will watch your stories, I've literally had reels that had like 2,500, 3,000 views and literally like 5 or 6 likes. Like, let's be very for real. Let's be very for real. It's a lot of people on Instagram that watch your stuff, even your stories. Um, they watch your stuff, but they will not engage. And one of the reasons I don't even have Facebook on my phone anymore, I made that post like 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. Because it really just it always has been. Um, I knew Facebook was full of haters because Facebook is usually the people that you grew up with, your hometown people, your old high school classmates. That's usually what, Facebook is. So I knew Facebook. I knew Facebook was haters. But Instagram is definitely like literally monitoring spirits. People that watch everything you do. They don't have good intentions for you. They don't want to see you win. And I think I'm just done posting on Instagram because even when I've had so many, I've had probably like 3 or 4, for sure, 3 or 4 Instagram pages. People don't support. Um, that's the thing about it. That's how I know that. Scoot back. I don't want to be like all in the camera. That's how I know that it's haters and monitoring spirits. Because even back in the day when I used to have my makeup business, when I had my makeup business pages, I would literally post It was the same way on Facebook. I would post, I would go live. I would see people, I don't know if they knew on Facebook that I could see them coming and going in my lives. They would be in my lives, never comment, never like, never share, nothing. And then next thing you know, either they're posting the same content like they came up with it, like it was their idea, or they'll go and take my exact step-by-step makeup routine and give it to, or like have the makeup artist, that the popular makeup artist, watch my videos, start doing makeup the same way, and pretend like they came up with it. Facebook is the place for the people that peaked in high school, that never, like, you were popular, super popular in high school. Everybody loved you in high school. Y'all had these cliques in high school, and y'all 30, 40, 50 years old, and y'all still have these same cliques on Facebook. Y'all only like each other's stuff. Y'all only hype up each other's stuff. But if that person is not part of y'all's clique, you'll know it's good content. And the reason why I know you know it's good content is because you go copy everything I do. You copy my hairstyles, you copy my makeup, you copy my outfits, the places that I would go, the things that I would do. Oh, I clocked it years ago. That's why I slowed down with posting. I do a lot of stuff. Social media don't hear about. I just actually posted on my Instagram story the other day. I post 6.2% of my life. You'll never, ever, ever actually know truly what is going on with me, because I keep most of my life private now, because I see how people move. I used to be that person, and anybody that knows me knows this. I'm going to try to support everybody that I can. You got a business, I don't care if I don't spend but $5 with you. I don't care the times where I didn't have $5. It costs nothing to like a video, share a video. Nothing. I was supporting. It be people that, I would see on their Instagram stories, oh, their kids having a fundraiser. They trying to raise money for this, that, and the other. They got to GoFundMe. Here I go, clicking little links, sending money. I post something, you can't even share my stuff. You can't even like my stuff. You can't do a heart emoji, nothing for engagement. I learned that lesson. I've learned social media. That's why now, like, oh yeah, I'm about to start posting for sure. But I had to learn all of those lessons about how people actually move. Because I was one of those people that genuinely felt like people had the same heart that I had. I had to learn that. No, baby, people don't have the heart that you have. And that's what I had to learn. Family, I don't expect it anymore. So-called friends, I'm not asking anybody that is supposed to be a friend of mine. Trust me, I clock it when I talk to people all the time. You never comment on a YouTube video. You'll never subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll never share a YouTube video. And it's something else. I used to watch people that I talk to every single day. Every day. I would go and watch these same people, not repost, not nothing of mine, but let it be a celebrity birthday. Let a celebrity come out with a new product. And it hurt. Like, that caused me to push myself so far back in content creation, because I was hurt that those who were close to me were the ones that wouldn't support. That made me question, like, is it really good content? Do I really know how to do makeup? It really took me branching out, starting to get makeup clients that didn't know nothing about me. Some of my most loyal makeup clients or people that didn't look nothing like me, had never heard of me, and they were loyal to me. They kept me in business. I got to the point where, like, I stopped even posting that I was still doing makeup. I was just taking clients. Like, if you knew that I was doing makeup, I was doing makeup. But I stopped posting because it's like, and I shouldn't have. I should not have let that stop me, but I did. But now you have to. And you also have to keep the same energy that they have. Because it'd be the same. It was the wildest thing to me. I don't know if you remember or not, but this was way back before the panorama. I had posted on Facebook. Actually, people were asking me, because this was back when I was doing the girls' makeup for prom, when I was coming home, prom season, doing the girls' makeup for prom. And I would always have, 5 to 7 girls that I would do prom makeup for. I did it for like 3 years straight, I think, something like that. Anyway, from that, people were like, oh, you should come and do a makeup class. You should come do a makeup class. Okay. I rented out a banquet room at a hotel there in our hometown. I had decorations. I had refreshments. I had like cute little giveaway bags. Your mama showed up. Celeste was there. Mama was there. I believe grandmama was there. The only non-family person that showed up, this girl named Angela that I had worked with at the bank. We met at the bank. We had not worked together in years. She don't even wear makeup like that. She came early to see if I needed any help and sat there with me. Nobody showed up. Not a single person showed up. After that, I was like, all right, bet. Then I see the same people that was asking me to post the class that didn't show up, never supported. So-and-so would like you to like blah, 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 boutique. This page, this page, this page. Go to hell. Go directly to hell. The audacity to want someone to support you after you don't support them. But if it's somebody in y'all clique, they could do the worst wig installs, literally have the makeup looking like a clown, and y'all gonna support and hype it up. Post it anyway. Find a space and post it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's why I'm here on YouTube Live this morning. I don't care. Eventually, if it's God's plan, I'm gonna get the support. I'm gonna get the followers. But sitting around, it used to make me depressed too. Like, the amount of times that I would sit and cry. Even I was looking on TikTok a couple days ago. There was a video about, what it does to you when the people that you think should support you don't. Even from a young age, like what it mentally does to you, what it emotionally does to you, and how over time it will make you put your gifts away. It will make you shrink yourself, shrink your gifts. I did that for years. I know in my heart, if I had kept posting, kept going, I would have been one of those people that would have been a full-time content creator. There's no doubt in my mind. I have the personality for it. I had the time, I had the means, I had all of the things, but I didn't have the confidence because there was this fear of, if the people that know me personally don't support me, why would strangers support me? You know, maybe it's not good enough. Maybe I'm not. Like, you know, all of that, I let all of that hold me down. And the very same people that wouldn't support me the whole time were taking my ideas, going on, posting. To sit and know that somebody is waiting for you to post because it's in their MO to wait for you to post, and then so they can take that idea and go and make it seem like it's theirs. Wild. Yeah. hmm If you have known me in real life, when I tell you that I be on social media, like, if I had just kept going, I would have been that girl. So many things that I was doing years before, me with my juicing, me with my baking, me with my gardening, me with my plants, me with my, like when I went to esthetician school, I went to esthetician school in 2013. You didn't see a lot of us in esthetician school back then, especially, um, you know, not down in the South. I wasn't seeing it, and we talked about it when we were in school. Like, I think there was two or three of us in the class. Now, on the hair, the cosmetology side, yeah, of course. Aesthetics, maybe two or three of us. You just didn't see it. Like, so many things that I was, yes, you were my model for my state test. Yes, you sure were. I think you were, oh my God, were you pregnant with AJ at that time? Were you pregnant at that time? Why do I want to think that you, oh my God, that's once again, that's how long I've been in the game. That's how long I've been out here doing all of this stuff that I see people doing now, and they're going viral for it. And I'm like, why didn't I just post it? Why didn't I just, but it was the lack of confidence. It was the lack of confidence that came from the things that I was told in childhood that then were confirmed by my friends and the people in my life that were close, my friends and people in my life that were close to me, not supporting or only wanting to use me for ideas. Um, it was extremely hurtful. It was extremely hurtful. It took a toll on me. I can honestly say it took a toll on me. Even talking about it now, it's freeing. Like, I feel lighter now talking about it now. Um, it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. Like, you really have to. I saw there was yep, like I said, it was 2013 when I was in school. I finished in 2014. Crazy. Um, I saw a post on TikTok day before yesterday, and it's a guy that I follow. I can't think of the girl's name, but I guess it was a year or so ago. whatever it was, she had posted a video, and she's a, I think, a beauty content creator or something like that. I had never heard of her before his video, initial video back then. But she was saying that, you know, it's better to have a non-audience a lot of times, because a lot of times don't support each other. They dragged that girl. I always knew what she meant. As someone that, I remember my mama started selling Mary Kay when I was in school. And I knew from back then, from my mama, it don't be the people that you know. I remember people asking for samples. You won't buy not one full-size product, but you're asking for samples. You won't buy a mascara, but you're asking for samples. You won't host any kind of party or whatever, but you're asking for samples. And sometimes asking for just like free full-size stuff. And I remember she would be sad about it. And my mama is not emotional. So for her to be like discouraged and disappointed about something, and you see it, I knew that it was really serious for her. But it really, a lot of times, it don't be the ones, most of the time, it don't be the ones that you think it's gonna be. And honestly, I feel like a lot of times that's good, because a lot of times those ones that you think it's gonna be the ones close to you, they're the ones that, in my experience, will take your ideas and go use them as their own, or they will, you know, whatever. That's what I did love about TikTok. People over there on TikTok, like on the Instagram, I saw a few videos on TikTok. People was like, okay, before TikTok is over with, we gotta let y'all know the deal. If y'all running the Instagram, you can't go over there ugly. You gotta have your hair done. Your makeup gotta be done. You gotta have a cute outfit on. You gotta travel 3 times a month. You know, you gotta have a house, you know, an aesthetically pleasing house. Don't go over there with no bonnets on. I think TikTok to me was what the panorama was to the world. Before TikTok, I feel like a lot of us, especially if you were trying to be a content creator back then, a lot of us felt like it had to look a certain way. It had to be perfect. If it wasn't perfect, you couldn't post it. You know, if the lighting wasn't just right. And even now, like, I am trying to get myself out of, because I was thinking, I was mad the other day. I was like, why was I not posting my content when I first got the Baltimore? Baby, I was thick. I was fine. Baby, it was sitting up. The waist was snatched in. Baby, I was fine. Even before I left Texas, baby, sis was fine. Baby, that protein and that trainer was doing everything that it needed to do. The body was sitting, honey. I didn't even realize how fine I was until I went looking at pictures, and I was like, wait a minute. The body was bodying. I should have been posting content when I was fine. Then I got to that place a few months ago where I lost the weight. I lost 11 pounds since September through till when I went to the doctor earlier this week for my checkup. I lost 11 pounds. I lost all my muscle. And so then it was like, oh, well, like, now I'm super skinny, and now I don't want to post because now I'm too skinny, and now, you know, I lost my booty, and, you know, like when I'm going to put it in my YouTube, my next YouTube, I'm going to put pictures in there so y'all can see. Somebody needs to see how fine I was. Somebody needs to witness how fine I was. Cause I don't like that I didn't post how I don't like that. But I feel like once again now it's one of those like I got like the bags under my that came with the weight loss or whatever. Um, but it's like, okay, are you thank you. It's like, are you going to let this be another thing that is like, oh well, I'm gonna wait till I gain weight to post. I'm gonna wait till I look a certain way to post. That's the thing about TikTok. You could be on TikTok looking any kind of way. Your authentic self, and it was perfectly okay. It was perfectly all right. And I'm gonna just take that wherever I go now. I'm gonna take that wherever I go. My hair is not done. I ain't got no makeup on. I didn't put no lashes on. I have on these blue light glasses. My clothes don't match. I'm at home, baby. I'm comfortable. I'm very comfortable in the house. Um, excuse me. I just feel like me personally, I'm past the way past the everything gotta look a certain way. I posted, not posted, but I recorded myself the other morning doing a card pull. I got um, my tarot cards and stuff. I posted the other morning doing my card pull. My grimoire. Uh, that will one day be passed on to, if Cam ever has kids, it'll be passed on to my grandkids, and then your boys will have access to it as well. So they won't have to be out there, you know, in the dark like we were. Um, I'm getting back more active with that as well. I've had this for literally probably like 3 or 4 years, maybe. Um, basically, it is a book of workings, spells, however you want to say it. Um, the so it actually I had some fire damage to a couple of the pages, but that's fire damage. But like the pages look like this, and so they are color coded: success, full moon, letters to myself, sigils, exactly like what I used, the measurements for everything that I used. Some of them, I'm not gonna hold any of it up because like there's actually like writing on the pages, and I don't want anyone outside of family to see it. Because like I said, this is, you know how like we always say that we wish that our family had written down like the old remedies. Have we hear them talk about how mama, people used to come from all over for mama to heal them. But nobody knows what she used because nobody bothered to write it down. Nobody bothered to keep up with all of that. Cord cutting, prosperity. But yeah, it's color coded by, and then like in, I'm trying to see. It's color coded. And then like in the corner of the page, it has a little triangle with the color that coordinates with, you know, Yeah. So it's third eye stuff, spirit, wisdom, protection. Let me know when you can hear me again. I had a phone call. I should have put it on airplane. Nobody calls me. Like literally nobody ever calls me. Um, that was just the most random phone call. Nobody ever calls me. And I just like slid it up to decline it. Okay. So anyway, yes, that's what this is. And then um I have a smaller one that you can like keep it in your purse. Um, yeah, you could keep it in your purse, but just like little, this is more like a personal one for me, like just things that I want to manifest. So like literally when I did this one, that's when I first wanted to get into weightlifting last year. And I got I ended up getting a trainer, and that's something that I actually did manifest was that, um, you know, so yeah. You can do them for anything. I also have like for friendship. Um, yeah. So yeah, highly recommend stuff like that. Like I said, and then it's something that later on other generations can look back and have and say, you know, this is what worked. This is um, my, I'm about to say auntie, but I guess technically I'm their cousin. I'm their auntie. Um, or like, you know, granny used this, which sounds really odd, but like granny used this, cousin used this, auntie used this, or whatever. Um, but yeah, I feel like it's time to start stepping back into my stuff like that. Um, okay, I will. Um, that's what I feel like. Like I said, even the other morning when I was sitting here and I was doing my card pull, I was like, yeah, it's time for me to get back to that. Like I said, I've had this grimoire probably since 2021. Um, and for the most part, it's completely empty. Now I do have other books that I have written stuff in. All of this, all of this is empty. This is all I've used out of that book. Um, but yeah, I have other ones as well. But this one is my favorite. I ordered this from a girl. I can't remember her name anymore. She's based in Texas, though. I do know that. I don't know if she still makes them, but the work, like, it's impeccable. The quality of it, impeccable. Um, like I said, some of those pages caught on fire and kept right on pushing. But yeah, definitely I can teach you how to do that. So yeah, maybe me not having TikTok, because I always have felt like, also too, a lot of the reason why none of my stuff really worked out before is because it's supposed to be more spiritual than physical, I feel like. And so it's time for me to tap back into that, because I used to be so heavy into my spirituality. I don't know why I'm getting fan base notifications now. Yeah, I used to be so heavy in my spirituality and I just got away from it. So now, so maybe the lack of social media, because like I said, Instagram, that's why it's really hard for me to post on Instagram, because it's very apparent that there are those who can do the minimum and have people fawning all over it. And then, because whenever I do something, it's not just wanting to be aesthetically pleasing for me. I was raised to do things in excellence. Like if you're going to do something, if you're going to put yourself out there and present yourself, it needs to be the best that you can put out there. Um, don't have your house dirty. Don't um don't get on, don't go nowhere looking any kind of way, smelling any kind of way. It's like, that's just, I was raised. Maybe that's the church family, growing up in a church family. When you go out that house, you have your hair together, you have your face together, you have your outfit together. You take pride in how you look. And when you do something, if your name is associated with something, you do it in excellence. You don't want your name on nothing that's half done. I've done my businesses that way. I'm pausing my apothecary until I get the rest of my stuff together. But I just believe if you're going to do something, that you do it to the best of your ability. You make it look as best you can. You make yourself look as best you can. That's just how I feel. Because he know I'm going to go on and on about it, baby. That's my thing. Like, when people be like, oh, what's something that you passionate about and you could talk about for hours and hours and never shut up? Spirituality. And that's how I, like, even the way that I smile when I talk about it, that's how I know that's what I should be doing. The vlogging is cool, it's cute, but when I talk about manifestation, God, ancestors, I'm sitting here now, like, my herbs, all of my, when I'm sitting, my tarot, my oils, like when I'm talking about that, like, it's not just like a business scheme or scam. Like, no, baby, this is my life. This is my life. Like, that's what brings me joy. That's what I'm honestly passionate about. Like, the days that I get up and I play my singing bowls and I do my yoga and meditation and I make my or I'm not gonna show that one on camera, but like when I make my oils and I have my crystals, like my cards, I feel at peace. I feel happy. I don't get that from, now I do get like that excitement and like that happiness from talking about like makeup and stuff too. But just like, oh, I went to the store and I bought this. I went to the store and I bought that. Like I only posted that haul video really because like I didn't really have any other content because I had been under the weather a little bit before I left here. And then when I was in Texas, I wasn't feeling well. And so I didn't really have content, but I wanted to post a video. Was it last week before, whenever I posted that? But it's like, and honestly, like the stuff that I bought, it was necessary stuff. Like I said, trying to like go back and forth, and when I get there, it's like, oh, like I don't have nothing to wear real quick. I want to go to dinner. I don't have no clothes. I don't have no shoes. With me going back and forth between the two for now, it's stuff that I just needed there. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I just went shopping just for the sake of shopping. I never could get into that. And when I was trying to do it on YouTube, like 2023, I think even into early last year, I would just be like going through the motions. It took all of the joy for me out of shopping because it's like, dang, like I'm trying to make sure that like the camera is at the right angle to get the shelves. Um, I don't know, like it took a lot of the, like I used to would like get up, throw on some clothes. You know, I still be cute, but like throw on some clothes, go to the store, like go get me a matcha, a coffee, go to the store, walk around, you know, do whatever I was doing, and I would be so excited about what I would find versus when I got caught up in, oh, my house needs to look aesthetic, like oh, like the other girls on YouTube. I'm not one, which is why at the end of 2023, I started redecorating the downstairs because I'm like, I don't want like that all white, beige, mental asylum looking aesthetic. I painted that wall in the middle room like that pretty orange color, but I got up and went to, was it Lowe's or whatever, and got my paint swatches. I was like, oh no. I changed the blanket on the bed in that room to like that mustard yellow, put green pillows and stuff in there. I already had plants and stuff throughout the house. I put a green comforter on the bed in the primary bathroom, bedroom. I bought those green chairs for downstairs. I switched out the rug. I got a new couch. Got new chairs for downstairs. I was like, oh no, like I was losing myself. Like, I don't want to look like I live in a mental asylum when everything is white, you know, or beige or cream. Like everything is like white adjacent. No, people have lost their personality. Like we have lost our way. What happened to your home being a representation of you as a person, especially for women? Like what happened to your home being vibrant and beautiful? I feel like for me, when I put on my clothes are an expression of who I am. If you knew me back before social media, you knew that I was the girl in the big crazy earrings with the afro, you know, wigs or extensions or whatever, with the tights that were like lace or checkered, or you know, like that. That was me. Like my outfits were a representation of my personality. Your home is supposed to be that as well. But somewhere along the way with social media, everybody's house is just turned white and beige, and it's giving mental asylum. It's giving straight jacket, grippy sock vacation. That's what it's giving. I don't know. Even here now, my couch is gray. My chair is like a, don't laugh, I still don't have nothing up on my walls, and my Christmas tree is still up. But oops. But yeah, like I didn't have any desire. My bathroom is like the shower curtain is like green and gold and black, or like not gold, but I guess maybe like a burnt orangey, whatever. I don't know. Like a mustard yellow. My rug is mustard yellow. I got plants in my bathroom. Like I had plants in a bathroom in a house back in Texas. Every bathroom except Cam's had plants in it, and that's because like there was no, well, technically there was a plant in his bathroom too, but he didn't have any windows in there, so it wasn't as many plants as there were in the other bathrooms. But I feel like just somewhere along the line, we lost the plot. Like everything is not supposed to be basic and bland and boring. And I want to get back to how we used to be. And I feel like that's what TikTok was. I feel like TikTok was that place where exactly, jail walls and Christmas trees. I had an allergic reaction to that tree. That's why it's still up. I don't know nobody here to come take the tree down for me. I'm gonna have to put on some gloves. I said I was gonna do that tonight, actually. Take down, put some gloves on and take down the tree. But yeah, I had an allergic reaction to it when I put it up, and that's why it's still up now. I actually thought about just putting on some gloves, picking up the whole tree, and putting it out on the balcony because the box is out on the balcony. So I thought about doing that, and I was like, no, like it's 3 pieces. Just put some gloves on, fold it up, put it in the box, and tape it up. But I don't know. I might put it on the community resident page and see if somebody want to come get it. I don't know. But yeah, like I'm sad about TikTok in that sense because I feel like you saw everything over there. Yes, there was the aesthetically pleasing, perfectly made up women in their kitchens, in their perfect kitchens, baking with their perfect little kids running around. And then you also had the people that were like completely unhinged, hanging on by a thread, crashing out. I was there for all of it and everything in between. I feel like TikTok was a true representation of the world, whereas Instagram, speaking of jail laws, and the crazy part about it is I got pictures on the floor. Those pictures are still here that I ain't put up. And so I'm like, okay, like, does that mean that I ain't put these pictures up yet? Does that mean that I don't need to put these pictures up? Is that God trying to tell me something about me maybe about to move around? Like, because I was excited when I got those pictures. And then it's like, I just never put them up. So I don't know. And usually when that happens, it's because God is like, okay, hold up. Something about to change, something about to shift. Even like with the clothes, like I bought, of course, like when I got up here, it was summertime. And so I bought summer clothes, like dresses and, shoes and all of that. I wore some of that, but quite a bit of it I didn't. And then I bought clothes for like the fall. Really didn't wear much of those. I got some winter stuff. I've worn some of it, but not a lot. And so it's like, okay, God, like, are you trying to... no lie. I got these spice jars literally like a month after I moved in here. So like late September, early October, I've had these 24 whatever spice jars. I washed them. I have not used any of them. Like they are literally underneath one of my cabinets. I had planned on that being like a kitchen organization ASMR video. So I'm like, okay, God, like, are you trying to tell me something about like, don't get comfortable here, don't get settled here? Like what you saying? Yeah, I feel like even the escape, because folks will be like, oh, why are you watching that? This like the kitchen restocks or the grocery hauls or the cleaning videos. And it's like, when you live in a world where there's so much stress with, I don't know if that made it more crooked or less crooked, but when you live in a world where people are trying to figure out how to buy groceries, how to pay rent, how to pay the mortgage, how to pay daycare, gas money. Like, like there's constant stuff going on. Sometimes just watching somebody do regular everyday stuff and it's quiet, that can be very calming for your nervous system. Sometimes we need that. Like, once again, not everything, especially if you're someone that is easily overstimulated or I thought that was something on my mouth or something on my phone. Easily overstimulated or stressed. Sometimes, you know, the little quiet stuff like that, that's exactly what you be needing. Like, I've done a silent video. It didn't do well, but I'm gonna do another one because I feel like I'm going to keep trying different things. But I know for me, I enjoy like the ASMR or just like the quiet videos, seeing people do their skincare silently, seeing people, you know, just do their morning routine silently. Everything doesn't have to be music put to it, or I feel like we have enough hustle and bustle in our everyday lives. Exactly. Like it's, and I think the people that don't understand that are the people that their nervous system is so used to being like up here that when things are calm and peaceful, that bothers them, like that upsets them. Um, if you're someone that likes peace and that desires peace and calm, I feel like those types of videos are necessary. Um, are necessary for you. But yeah, I don't know. Um, I don't know what's next. As I said, I just feel like fan base, I'm trying to support fan base and Spill because they're black owned, but fan base to me is one of those places where it just feels very overstimulating, chaotic, um, overwhelming. It's too much going on. And even on Spill, like the way that it looks on the screen, I can't, like my mind is not understanding. Um, I like one, because I feel like sometimes on Spill, it looks like there's like more than one post on the screen at a time. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't know. And then two, part of me just feels like I don't have another app left in me. Like I said with Red Note, like between the language and I don't know, between learning the language and trying to figure out how to work it, that's a lot for me. That's that. I don't think I downloaded Blue Sky, and people were talking like, oh, Lemonade, Lemonade, Lemonade. Well, Lemonade is owned by the same company, so I heard that they got um they was one of the bodies they got lowered into the ground last night as well. So I don't know. I don't know about that. I do know. I do know. I hate them for real for taking CapCut. CapCut was how I edited everything. Like short form content, my YouTube videos. That's how I edited my YouTube videos. Was CapCut. I don't know what I'm going to do now. It's I genuinely don't know what I'm going to use now. I've seen people this morning because at first I was like, oh, like CapCut, I just use that for like my reels and shorts. This morning I was like, no, baby, like you use that to edit your YouTube videos as well. I don't know what I'm gonna do. People online this morning were talking about some other app or whatever, and they were like, no, like it's nothing like CapCut. Like, so yeah, I don't know what I'm going to I have no idea. I'm gonna have to research today, get online and see what other people are coming up with. But yeah, that it was, and I feel like I was just now really learning how to edit my videos on CapCut. I feel like I was just now um, really figuring out, why does it feel like it feels like that's, I don't know if it's the glare on the glasses or what, but yeah, I feel like I was just learning how to use CapCut to edit easier, and now it's gone. So, and I do feel like a lot of it too was because there were so many creators on TikTok that were making a lot of money. Um, Somebody need to quickly, like today. Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of us on TikTok making too much money. And just people in general, too many content creators in general, making too much money. And it's kind of like, no, like y'all need to get back in these offices. Y'all need to get back. Honestly, I feel like a lot of it is when people make content, yeah, parts of it can be stressful, but for the most part, when people make content, it gives you freedom. It gives you time. If you have children, your children get to be at home with you. You get to be a full-time parent while also possibly making like really great money. You get to be more present. Your nervous system is not all over the place from having to commute back and forth to work. You're not, you know, stressed in an office, sitting there having to obey other people. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. You had people like never before that were able to take their families on even more than one vacation a year. This country is set up for us to be workers. 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 Not creators. Workers. When people can create, that regulates the nervous system, that allows people to be more relaxed, at ease, happy, less stressed. Can't have that, can we? No, like we need y'all back on the highway, fighting to get to work every day, stressed about gas money, putting the kids back in daycare, even though people can't afford daycare. Like we're not gonna lower daycare prices, but we're also not gonna raise the wages. And so, you know, I don't know, it's just, that's exactly what they want, because then that forces most people to, especially if you're single, now you got to go get a second job because rent is astronomical. These bills steadily going up every month. Groceries steadily going up constantly. So you can't let people start making good money while relaxing their nervous system, also while not working in these companies for $13, $14 an hour. People were waking up. People were starting to see what was possible. People were starting to see what kind of lifestyle was possible. Like I said, when you can get up in the morning and your children can sleep in, um, or you can get up and you can get your kids ready for school and off to the bus and, you know, have your day at home. The same reason why a lot of these companies made people go back to work after the panorama, when we 100% saw that you absolutely could do those jobs from home. Same reason. If you're home, like I actually, when I was working during the panorama, I actually had people like in my company, managers that were like, oh, well, you need to be, since you're working from home, like they're telling the team this, like, since you're working from home, like you need to be working like 60 hours a week. What? And it was just our department, the power hungry managers in my department. Like, I'm like, just because you hate your family, that don't mean that I hate mine. Just because you don't want to spend no time with your family, even though you at home, that don't mean I don't want to spend no time with mine. And even if I don't want to spend time with them, I want to spend time with me. But then making people go back in the office, it's like, this has been proven that everything that we're doing in the office can be done at home, and we actually did it more efficiently as well. Like, productivity went through the roof. I'm talking about to the point where they had like this and I'm never one, like, I'm not like an incentive worker unless you're giving me like a monetary, like a pay raise. Offering me a TV is not an incentive. Offering a gift card is not an incentive. Pay me more. I've always been one of those workers. Pay me more. I'm not impressed because you're giving away a $50 for a gift card. If you paid me more, and I made a livable wage there, but if you paid me more, I could buy my own Sephora gift card. As it was, I could buy my own Sephora gift card at the time. So that was not an incentive for me. But then they stopped that because people were like, oh, bet, run my TV, run my gift card, because like the way the system was, like you could go, even before this, like you could go in and use your points and stuff to buy. They had like different sections like electronics, gift card, like just all kind of stuff. You can go in and use like your points and stuff to buy stuff. And so people was like, bet, run it up. And they was like, oh, like, also too, a lot of times when you do stuff like that, they be like, oh, so y'all really could be working more. Y'all just not. I'm always going to do the bare minimum at a job. And folks used to be like, oh, that's lazy of you, blah, 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 blah. Now I see all these posts of people, oh, do the bare minimum. These companies don't care nothing about you. Maybe I've been saying that. I'm a leaver. I am a company leaver. Always have been. I'm a company leaver, baby. You're not going to stress me out. Back when I was a single mother, baby, you're not going to stress me out. I'm a leaver. I run off on the plug from this company quick. If you think you finna stress me out, you're not. I'm glad other folks finally got hip to the fact that like these companies will literally replace you the same day as you croak on their desk. They don't care. I loved working from home. Like 10 out of 10. The stressful part, like, let me say this, I love the job. The job itself, easy money I was making. But it was the people in management. Maybe we're leavers. We're leavers. We're leavers. One thing I'm gonna do is get my purse. One thing I always know how to do is get home. I'm a leaver, baby. Um, so yeah, it was wild when other people started being like, oh, and also too, baby, I never had PTO saved up. That part. I never had PTO saved up. The second I had enough to leave, baby, I'm going on vacation. Oh, it wasn't approved. Oh, I wasn't asking for approval. This is paid time off. Paid time off. Okay. I don't know what your week is looking like, but mine is looking like sunshine at the beach, okay? All right, we'll see y'all next week. Yeah, that's how I've always been. Like, I'm never one that's gonna sit up and stress about a company. I saw when I was 19, 20, I saw people that were working at companies where they had been at 20, 30 years, and they let them go before they could retire. That taught me everything I needed to know. Or you work for a company 50 years, they give you a watch or a pen. Watch me leave. Yeah. You ain't got to worry about me, baby. You ain't got to worry about me. So yeah. I love working from home. I love not having to deal with the stress of commuting. I love what Burger King do to the what man? You know I don't be knowing what be going on Beyonce's internet most of the time. What Burger King do? Yeah, these companies don't care. And I don't know why other folks, like people be like, oh, you know, I can't do it. I gotta work this weekend. Baby, you work your hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Well, I know, but I just don't want to come in. Oh, okay. Baby, because I was that one at my desk, 4:55 with my purse, scrolling around. What y'all doing later? Oh, okay. What you cooking? What y'all eating tonight? Oh, okay. All right. Oh, girl, it's 5 o'clock. And out the door we go. Yeah. No. Yeah. That would have been enough to, that would have did it. That would have done it for me. 100%. That would have done it. Candy in a cup. Yeah, that. Yeah. That would have did it for me. That would have done it. And it's that kind of disrespect. And then people still be trying to be loyal to these jobs. The CEOs don't be there every day. The managers don't be there every day. And you got regular people. I think I've had one job maybe that acknowledged my birthday. And it would be like, well, it's a job. They not supposed to acknowledge your birthday. Okay, and that's why I come in here and do the bare minimum. It's my job. I'm not supposed to do anything beyond the job description. Now we even. Of course he was. Of course he was. Yeah. I don't have no use for it. I really don't. Like I don't have no use. And once again, and this is why social media, like TikTok especially, my birthday is a holiday, baby. You won't see me. My birthday is a holiday. Um, I don't care if it's my birthday fall on a Tuesday. I won't be at work. And probably took off Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, to be honest with you. Something else they would hate, like, because I would take off without PTO. I need a day. Oh, your check gonna be short? Okay. Okay. I'm still not gonna be there, so what now? But yeah, I feel like that's a lot of it as well with TikTok, because you had too many creators of all, like, overall, too many people that were making enough money to live, not just to survive, but to live. People that could buy, nice things for their children, take their children on vacation, um, buy nicer cars, live in nicer places. You had people. What are, if it never comes back as you should, every time. Because, and I wish more companies realize, like, you shouldn't want your employees to come in there when they're not mentally prepared. Like, when I know that my mind is not right, like I said, even with me making content, when my energy be off, I'm not getting on camera. I don't want to share that energy with nobody else. I don't want that energy coming through the screen to nobody else, making nobody else sad, making nobody else upset. But they don't care. It's literally just, they don't see people as humans. They really don't. Like, that's why they can so easily replace us with AI, because they don't see us as living, breathing humans with children and loved ones and joy and emotions in general. That's why your health and peace cannot matter. They don't see you as a human. And that's why they can so easily replace you as, like, with a robot. And that's the scary part. I feel like that's the part that a lot of people aren't really understanding. This is affecting a lot of people's lives. If it doesn't come back, or it's not the same, they don't pay the same, people lose their audiences, have to start over, whatever the case might be, or there's only certain things you can talk about, certain things you can't talk about, there's no more freedom of speech like it was before, you're going to have people in mass trying to go back to the workforce. If you got a lot of folks looking for jobs, they can decide that they don't want to pay you. They want to pay you less than what they pay you now. And what can you do about it? Because what other choice do you have? It's scary. Like, I'll just put it like that. Like, it's very scary that we can be in this space and you still have a lot of people that care about red versus blue, Democrat versus Republic. Like, this is a matter of, that's why I can't even, like, the videos about how people live over there. I saw a video the other day, and the guy, it was a 2-bedroom, 2 full bathroom apartment, heated floors, heated floors, beautiful view, $550,000. and 46 US dollars a month. And he was like, oh, like, you know, you have to, he's like, the only thing is like you have to pay 3 months at a time. Baby, that 3 months at a time still ain't close to what my rent for 1 month is. And you have health care. And you feel safe. And you can go to the grocery store and spend $25 and have healthy food that will last you a week, week and a half. And your cell phone bill is $15. And we over here fighting for our lives. Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. I had to just stop watching it because I'm like, as someone that has been aware for what feels like my whole life, trying to tell this to people for years and years and years and years and years. I don't know if you remember Sister Opal way back. A lot of things were prophesied. Even if the people that are now just now reading or hearing of Octavia Butler, people that are, I am one of those ones that's just now reading Parable of the Sower. Sister Opal had a prophecy back in the day, several. This was back in like the 90s, about where the world was headed. And like I said, if you look at women like Octavia Butler, if you look at a lot of women that are spiritual, that follow astrology, even with the panorama, people were able to predict that because of, I don't know the planets, but like it was planets that's at a certain place in the sky. They were there, I want to say, during the plague, the Spanish flu, something else, I believe the AIDS crisis. It's always sickness and disease on an astronomical level when those planets are in where they are in the heavens. And so that's why when I was telling our family something was coming and they needed to, you know, protect themselves and stuff, that's why. It's not that people are psychic per se, but if you follow astrology and you're in the spiritual community, a lot of these things are not catching you by surprise. I'll put it like that. Even like in Parable of the Sower, that book starts out in the year 2024. There's fires, California. It's talking about the election in 2024. The book is based in 2024. The election, the man that was running won. People be knowing. I would say that people be knowing. But if you are one that follows the heavens, a lot of times things can't really sneak up on you And people think that it's psychic, but it's really just paying attention to patterns. Um, the symptoms gonna be right every. I need for them to come on and tell us what's gonna happen in the next few months. Honestly, what's gonna happen tomorrow? Um, I was on TikTok yesterday. Oh, I'm just over the weekend, and a lot of videos about the people that were here for what's gonna happen tomorrow. Came out this way and then won't even be able to see it like they thought they were going to be able to see it. But there's this feeling of, like, the people that were in DC that were posting this feeling of, this is not a normal inauguration. Like, something is up, something is off, something is weird. I'm not there. I don't know. I'm an hour away. So I personally don't know. And I haven't been out of my house in days. And it's supposed to snow today, so I won't be out of my house. I don't know if it's gonna stick because it's like above freezing, so I don't know if it's gonna stick or what. I know it'll be below freezing tomorrow though, so I don't know if it'll stick or not. But anyway, there's a lot of anticipation, a lot of worry, a lot of worry surrounding that. And now we don't have TikTok, so you can't see, you can't communicate to know what's going on. Convenient that it went down before Monday, because now we won't be able to talk to each other and know what's actually happening. Some people are saying that, oh, you know, he was just going to be embarrassed by the crowd size. Others are saying that it's a lot deeper than that. Like I said, very convenient that TikTok went down before it was supposed to happen. So now all you will know is what MSM says, which we know that, you know, you can't believe. Exactly. Like, all we can do is pray. Ask God to keep covering us, keep protecting us, keep looking out for us. I refuse to worry. I refuse to get into this place. Oh, my back. I refuse to get into this place of stress and worry. And because a lot of that too, people may not realize that, like, that stress and that worry, that wears on your nervous system, which then wears on your immune system. And then you're too sick and broken down to do anything. Yeah, I don't know. But just like real time updates without TikTok, I really don't. I don't know. Because I'm not going to stress about it, but I would like to be aware. And I'm sure, like, the news stations are happy about it because their ratings dropped significantly because people were not getting their news from them. I don't know. It's concerning. And even for those that are like, oh, like, I'm just going to trust God. I'm just going to believe God. You have to be, in order to fight, you have to know who your enemy is. We can trust God, but we also, I believe, we have to do our part in trusting God. You can trust God all day, but, and like the ones that are like, oh, like, I'm part of the 92%, I'm just gonna mind my business. I'm gonna mind my business too, but you still live in this country. Like let's be for real. I'm not marching with nobody. I'm not posting nothing on, behalf of nobody. But if we just be real, you still live in this country. What goes on in this country affects us. You have to know what you're praying against. You can do a blanket protection prayer, but if you specifically know what is going on, you can be better prepared. And I feel like that's what a lot of people miss with the I'm just gonna mind my black business. You can mind your black business, but you also can't put your head in the sand. Um, I don't feel like that's a wise thing to do. I'm not about to hop in my car and drive to DC, but I do want to be aware of what's going on. So yeah, I'm about to go so I can make me some lunch. I've been on here 111 minutes, 111. So yeah, I'm gonna go make me some tuna salad. I forgot to get crackers yesterday. Dang it. Anyway, I'll make me a tuna salad and some cucumbers and do some lunch. Finish folding up these clothes. And it's supposed to start snowing. I think it's at like 1. When I was out, so Wednesday or Thursday, I was out. I was coming out of the building and I was like, snow flurries. Mm. Okay, let me get to the house. And it just was just like a few minutes of snow flurries and then it went on about its business. But yeah, so I kind of want to run to the store, but then again, I'm like, whatever I have here, um, I got chicken, I got tuna. Uh, I have been it's crazy you say that. I have been craving meatloaf for like 2 weeks now. And I had some ground turkey in the freezer. Um, the other time when it snowed a couple weeks ago. Or week before last? Yeah, week before last when it snowed. And I did not make it. And I've been regret. I was like, dang, I um should have made me some meatloaf. I don't know. Save me a slice. I think it's like 30 something here, 35, something like that. But I'm sure it probably feels a little bit cooler than that. Um, yeah, definitely want to limit that red meat. Um, Ground turkey, I'll be honest with you, ground turkey don't hit for me like it used to. That's why I didn't make the meatloaf, honestly, because like ground turkey ain't been hitting. I used to be a ground turkey girl, and it just ain't been hitting for me like it used to. So I'm like, maybe I need to go back to my old recipes like meatloaf and spaghetti and stuff, because like the way that I've been making it the last, honestly, like year, it just ain't been hitting. And ground chicken can be kind of iffy to find at times. So yeah, I'm just gonna make me some tuna because I put the rest of the chicken up in I made fajitas the other night, Friday night, and then I had leftovers. I made like a fajita bowl yesterday, and so I'm trying to pop my back in a chair, twisting around with me. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna do tuna today. I put the rest of the chicken in the freezer, so I'm gonna do tuna. Um, yeah, I'm gonna do tuna today, and I don't know. I might buy out some of that chicken though and do something. You know what I might do? I might just make me some soup. I might do some chicken and rice. Soup. That's what I'm probably gonna make me some soup. Honestly, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Cause I think I got some frozen vegetables like green bean, corn, carrot mix. I think I'm gonna do that and make me some soup because I got some veggie stock yesterday. That's probably what I'm gonna do is make me some chicken and rice soup. And yeah, I've been on here for what, almost 2 hours. Yeah. So I'm gonna go make me some lunch. It's 12 o'clock. Go make me some lunch and finish doing my laundry. And I don't know. I really don't have nothing to post for a video or like nothing to film because I'm literally not doing anything around the house. I might just talk a little bit about the TikTok ban like I've done here on the live and the other platforms. But that's really out because I'm not leaving the house today with the snow. So yeah. Anyway, I'm probably going to start going live like 3 times a week, honestly, just because A, I'm not doing anything else in the evenings, and B, to get myself more used to being in front of the camera, because I definitely need to start working on that. So to get used to being in front of the camera, also to try to help with my watch hours. Yes, please do send me the recipe, because I can't go on TikTok. I can't go on TikTok and get the recipe, so in the club, we all depressed. All right, I'm about to go. I'll see y'all later. Bye.